All right, I've got the armature for the rifle started. I put some monster clay on it instead of the glue to hold the ramrod on. And this side is not going to be seen, so I'm just going to put that monster clay on this side, and that will hold the two sticks together. And then I put a monster clay on the wire armature to hold that in place. And we'll see what happens when this stiffens up. I'll work on that when I get to the point where I can do that. All right, I'm gonna just try something here. This is a wraparound outer shirt or leather shirt, and this is the wrap here, and I'm just seeing how that's going to look. So I'll just continue working on this. All right, I'm doing the wrinkles on his pants, where the stress is causing wrinkles. And I've got the crossover on the wraparound shirt blocked in. That may not be the final on it, but I'm just trying to work out what the shirt's going to look like. This is probably the hardest thing to do, is try to work out wrinkles in a pair of leather pants. I'm just working on the moccasin here. All right, this is the part of his shirt that goes under the wrap. So all right, this is the other half of the wrap. Now I'm going to have to work out the wrinkles in this wrap. I get this over the camera. I've rolled a piece of clay and to make it look like it's part of the bottom part of the shirt. With fringe and everything. You know, I just got to make it look like it should be there. All right, I got to put my fringe on here. That might be too long of a fringe. I'm using monster clay for the fringe. I got a little ahead of myself with the bottom of the shirt where the fringe is going to be going. So I'm going to have to work that out. There we go. I just can't have the fringe hanging loose there and with a big empty space behind it. It'd be nearly impossible to make a mold of it. I'm going to have to redo the front part of the shirt. I got ahead of myself. Now I'm going to tuck the fringe under here. Because that would be the natural movement of the fringe as his leg is drawn to the drawn this way. Now I got to reflect that with the fringe over here. that's the way that's going to go. On this here, I'm going to redo all that. All right, I'm going to redo the shirt, or bottom of the shirt, I mean. This part of the sculpture is extremely hard because of the angle of the legs and the reaction of the clothing and the fringe and the bottom of the shirt and the belt and all this stuff. That's why it's taking so long, is because I got to work this all out so that it will look natural. And that's the hard part, making it look natural. Now, I've said this over and over again many times. I went to a hardware store, took a sample of my clay, and had them match the color of that clay. And then I told them I wanted indoor flat or matte finished paint so that it wouldn't be glossy. I want it to look like the clay when I get done painting whatever type of material I'm using that isn't the color of the clay that I'm using, so that it takes away the confusion to the viewer and potential client who wants to buy one. All right, the paint is a little wet still, so it's shiny. It won't be tomorrow. It also stiffens up the monster clay, so I'll be able to back up underneath it without damaging it. I think that's going to look pretty good. I was dreading doing this part, but I think it turned out good. I don't know how much fringe I'm going to put on his coat, but I'll get to working on this area here again tomorrow, and then I'll start on the upper coat. And I think at some point I got to do his face and his neck before I actually work on that upper coat. So that's probably what I'm going to have to do next. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click on the thumbs up and click the bell and the subscribe, and that way you can keep track of what I'm doing each day I sculpt. I've been sculpting on YouTube since 2008, and I've got well over almost a 2,000, if not 2,000 videos. So if you like to watch how artwork that goes into a gallery looks like being sculpted, then click the subscribe button. It sure would help me. All right, I like that. I like the fringe on this. All right, everybody, have a great night, and I'll see you next time. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. It really would help me. Also, check out the link below this video. It will take you to a review of my 9 instructional videos that could be very helpful to you if you're thinking of sculpting. Good night, everybody.